Are we here? Are we on? Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of things happening in this household. I was trying to get StreamYard's new features working. It went off without a hitch, as it always does. This episode of Adam Does Movies Live, I'm Adam, I do the movies live, is being broadcast on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. And not only that, if you're watching this on your phone for some reason in vertical view, you get a full screen layout. Not on the intro, not on that Adam Does Movies logo. I can't figure that out. But we're making strides over here. We're doing it. We're having a good time. I hope you are as well. I have repositioned my camera equipment a bit, my mic as well, hoping to give you a better production. A lot of people have been coming up to me, tears in their eyes as they often do on the street, say, "Sir Adam, can you please do something about the glare with your glasses? Move the light back, figure it out." So I did, and the glare is still very much there. I think it's less obnoxious, though, hopefully. It's the best I can do at the moment. Now what we're dealing with here, I have a desk underneath this area, this vicinity. I have a tripod with a podcast arm mounted onto it. I should do a Patreon exclusive showing you this shit show. And then I have a really nice mic mounted onto the tripod. I have my light source back there, just on a separate tripod. So 2 tripods for the price of fun. And then in front of me right now, I have my laptop sitting on top of a big tote. And then there's a baby tote behind the laptop with a tiny little arm tripod with the phone camera hooked to that. It's the perfect setup over here at Adam Does Movies Studio, which is taking place in a basement with packing blankets all around me to muffle out the echo that would surely kill your earballs. It's a production. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday night. As always on Wednesday nights, I try to go live at 9 o'clock sharp. Today I'm a little late because I was doing all this new stuff, all these new fandangled tricks the world has. I see that super chats have come in. We're going to get to them. Those obviously take priority here because the name of the game is fan funding on Wednesdays. I answer questions, I talk movies, and we keep this show going, baby. You can find Adam Does Movies on YouTube, on Rumble, on Apple Podcast, on Spotify, on pretty much any RSS feed that shits out to different podcasting platforms. And on top of that, we're back on Twitch. I figure why not? And look at the lights are coming in and out of effect just to kind of let you know things are really shaky over here, but we're going to try to keep the boat floating. I have a picture that shows the Netflix / Warner Brothers / Paramount thing, and I'm going to be fully transparent with you. I have not been keeping up with the Joneses when it comes to this whole merger fiasco. All I really know is Warner Brothers is up for sale, and the highest bidder wins, or at least that seems to be the case. It was announced a day or so back that Netflix had already won. They were like, "Presenting Your Highness Netflix." And Netflix won. Yay! And the celebration started, but it turns out that was maybe a premature ejaculation. Short, of course, for premature ejaculation. And Paramount has stepped back into the ring and threw out like this $1 billion offer. Where I stand, no matter who wins, we, the moviegoers, lose. Warner Brothers should stay separate. When you start pulling in, when you start doing all these acquisitions and bringing more shit under one company, everyone loses in that scenario except for big bad business. Look what BlackRock has done over the years, buying up all the housing market. They own like a bunch of fast food chains now, and they make them worse every year. Remember when Jersey Mike's was a decent sub shop? Now you get half the food for double the cost. You can thank big business for that. Cutting corners wherever they can. And that's exactly what Netflix will do. But in this instance, the corners being cut are going to be movie theaters. They're going to be the audience getting to go see big badass films on the big screen. And if they own a larger slice of the pie and they own all these properties, they're gonna ruin them. It's inevitable. There were people cheering when Disney was going to buy up Fox Studios. Remember that? There was people that were like, yay, now we can get the X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Not realizing that just a few years later, no one would really give a shit about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, at least not at the same extent they used to. Which, if you were one of those people cheering, you got to ask yourself now, was that worth it? Was that a good investment? What did we gain? Well, they crapped out one more terrible Home Alone movie to retain the rights or do something with that property. They crapped out they got another Devil Wears Prada coming out. Yay for that, I guess. They have taken Predator and turned it into a PG-13 family affair. While not a terrible movie, I just fail to see how any of this stuff is better for us in the long run. And if you want to look at what they did to Star Wars, I mean, I think that speaks for itself. Separate from Fox, but overall, the point is having more competition out there drives up more creativity, and it drives up a better product, and it makes us, the end user, all the richer for it, because we have companies wanting our time, offering us something the competitor isn't. But if there is no competitor and it's just Netflix owns everything, well, I hope you enjoy watching movies on your couch, because that's the only way you'll be able to do it for the most part. My glasses are dirty. So there you have it, my really hot take on this whole Warner Brothers fiasco. I really wish they would stay afloat. I mean, it sounds like they're really gung-ho to sell after a series of terrible financial choices and betting on the wrong horses in terms of the films they came out with. It is what it is, I guess. Oh, people are saying that is there issues? If you're talking about the blur, that should just be behind me. I should be in focus. That's a stylistic choice. It gives it more of a cinematic flavor. Maybe that's not what's happening. Let's get to the super chats. We have one from Brian Davis. I'll hide the vertical on this. Brian Davis, movie fan, for $2. Thank you, Brian. Did you end up talking with Alabama John on Rumble? Rumble's a wild place. Not really my first choice for audiences, and it's really just a ghost town over there for the most part. But someone went into the chat and was like, Alabama John is on and he wants to talk to you right now. And I went to Alabama John's page on Rumble, and it was like this dude with a ski mask or something. Looked like he was going to murder me and hide me out behind a river. So no, I did not chat with Alabama John. Didn't seem to have a movie channel. I'm not even sure what the guy talks about. I don't think I want to know, to be honest. We got one more from Brian for $5. Thank you, Brian. Are you concerned that your daughter's British accent will return one day? How is the forehead after your son introduced it to the couch? Couple cuts there, one of them very deep. The British accent is referring to my daughter Olivia when she was, I don't even freaking know how old she would have been at the time. 7? 8? She did a review for The Jungle Book, the live action one. God, it was probably longer than that. Jungle Book live action release date. That came out in 2016. Well, my daughter's 17 right now, so what's the math on that? 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I don't know, she's like 7. That math's not right. But either way, she was very little, and she, for some reason, had a British accent when she did the review with me in the Jungle Book review. It's very fun. It's a very cute video. She's adorable in it, and British, and I don't know why. Will it return? Who knows what the future will hold? Who really knows? As for the forehead, it has healed up. It's healed up fine. There's nothing there anymore. No markings. Yeah, I was wrestling with Connor. He got the best of me. He elbowed me with his pointy ass elbow in the upper thigh area. it made me jolt forward to try to escape the pain. Ironically enough, I whacked my head into the front of the couch, right into like the wood piece behind it, behind the fabric, and I got a nice gash in the side of my forehead. I mean, I killed my son shortly after, so Connor's no longer with us, but, you know, he got a mark in. He got one hit in before he died. A final blow, if you will. Thank you, Brian, for that. We got a silent $2 from Lid. Good to see you, Lid. Just nothing to say. Oh, she's back. Adam, did you ever make Christmas shirts? I did not. Unfortunately, I did not yet. I need to. My wife's been yelling at me for weeks to do it. We might be past the threshold at this point. I've been a busy panda bear with, you know, doing different things. I had to watch 2 episodes of All's Fair tonight and write scripts for them. That's what I've been doing with my time. Rob says for $5, thank you. I'm really liking the tier list live streams on Rumble. Any chance we get a top 10 people Quentin Tarantino hates list? Yeah. I had a thing with Rumble a couple days ago. They reached out to me with the tiers and whatnot and said, Adam, we want you to stream over here every night if you want to, and we have a very lucrative deal for you to do some ad reads. And I went live the last 2 nights in a row. Well, I've been going live over there for like a week straight, doing the reads. It's been great. But 2 nights ago, the ad read never showed up. And that's the entirety of the money I make over there is on the ad read, because everyone watching is, I don't know if they're real or they're bots or whatnot, but there's barely any conversation. I'm just talking to no one for an hour. Some of you guys came over, which was fine. But it was really for the ad read, I'm going to be honest with you, to make some quick coin. The ad read didn't show up. Last night, the same thing happened. So I'm very frustrated because I wasted 2 hours of my fucking time doing live streams for a dead audience, hoping to make some coinage to keep doing the show at the capacity that I'm doing it. And I reached out to them. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then they informed me, oh yeah, they decided to back out on all advertising across the platform. We're gonna have a conversation with them, and hopefully they come back in at the end of the month or in January. In which case I was like, oh, that's fun. So I'm not going to be live streaming on Rumble exclusively anymore until that happens. So yeah, I would bring some tiers over here. I think I could do that. We'll see what I come up with. The tier was fun. CBell01 for $5. Thank you. Been catching up on your recent videos and loving it with the short movies and that St. Elmo's fire, which is epic and awesome. Can you wear the wig again? Where is the wig? Growing up, you can see the writing on the wall. Passing by, moving straight ahead, you ruin them all. I don't know the lyrics. I had to look at the lyrics like a million times and do a billion different renditions of that song to get St. Elmo's Fire completed. You can find the full music video at Patreon. I believe you only have to sign up for $1 tier, but there's the full 3.5, 4 minute St. Elmo's Fire. It's green screened. I do a whole production. It's amazing. And now I probably just got some form of fungus or whatever from that. Just an empty 99 cent from Sam Pretty. Thank you, Sam Pretty. Adam, are you streaming from Rumble? I am not. I'm streaming from StreamYard today. I was streaming from Rumble, but I have everything set up here a little better, and they said that next month in January, they're gonna pull out this whole like amazing new studio that's gonna be even better than StreamYard, and it'll be free to use. And if that's the case, then I'll just use the Rumble Studio if it's really that awesome. It could be. I mean, the one they have now is pretty decent. It doesn't have all the features that StreamYard does. One of the nice things is this vertical feature. Although you can't stream to TikTok, not that I really give too much shit about that. I should have probably set it up to stream to Instagram. Do people actually watch Instagram lives? Is that something people do? Did you think one battle after another was a little over the top? It was absolutely over the top. That was the point, though. It was supposed to be very, very, you know, it was like a comedy. It was a dark comedy. Couple people say they do watch the Instagram lives. Okay, well maybe I'll set it up next time to go live on Instagram. If I can pull in more of an audience, I'll do it. Shout out if you're watching via Twitch. And I should note, if you have a Twitch account or if you are an Amazon Prime user, you automatically have like Twitch bucks to subscribe to one Twitch channel per month. The only annoying thing is you have to always make sure you resubscribe, I believe, at the beginning of the next month. But essentially what that does is it throws me like $3. Because I think a Twitch subscription's $5. Amazon takes 2, I get 3. But if you don't use your subscription, your free one, Amazon just automatically gets the $5. So yeah, I just get scraps. We get scraps over here. Oh, Orange Gat says it's called Twitch Prime. Okay, so you got to do Prime, because all streams that are streamed here now are going to go to Twitch as well. And I've been streaming a lot more. Again, it was on Rumble, but I might continue doing live streams every other night for the foreseeable future, because they've been going pretty well, and I'm finding I can take the content and actually use it in a future video. So 2 nights ago, or actually it was last night, I did a favorite sci-fi movies of all time, and I covered like 50, 60 of them. Some of them I took some time going into them, others I just kind of quickly grazed over, but it's a nice way to quickly get a snapshot at my taste, and it's also fun for, I think, viewers to hear just all these movies be talked about quickly, because there's some nostalgia there, and you just don't hear about them very often anymore. Like, how often does District 9 get brought up in a conversation? Or the original Planet of the Apes, or Space Odyssey, or just some of the classics, or some of the movies that you maybe forgot existed, like Life, that alien-adjacent film that was actually pretty damn cool. I think it was very underrated. Talked about that last night. I did a video game tier list where I had an S ranking down to F, and I gotta tell you, ranking video game films, all 60-something of them that went to theaters, that's not a challenge I would wish on my worst enemy, because holy fuck, I had to grade that on a scale, on a curve, basically saying, we're not putting these movies up with The Godfather or Jaws or any of those. These live in a vacuum, so we're taking them, you know, within the context of this grouping. Therefore, movies like the Super Mario Brothers animated Illumination film is like S tier, and even Resident Evil is around a B. That's how terrible video game movies are, that those ones get elevated that much. Yeah, like this person says Doom was the worst, but when you compare it to the other live-action video game adaptations, well, not live-action, but the other video game adaptations, it's actually much higher in quality than something that Uwe Boll, or however you say his name, would produce. He made some of the shittiest garbage video game adaptations ever, like House of the Dead. That movie is almost unwatchable. Or Blood Rain, 1 through however many there are. He does every crappy video game movie. Or then you look at like Dead or Alive. That was a film at one point. There was Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li. Not even the actors in that movie watched that movie. There was Double Dragon. I mean, these are some just piss poor bad films. So Doom is like looking pretty good in comparison. CPing around for $1.99. Have you played Arc Raiders? I have not. I have not played Arc Raiders. I've heard of it. Is that, wait, are you, hang on. No, I've not played this. For some reason, I thought maybe you were talking about Kirby Air Riders, the new one. I haven't played that either, though. For $2, thank you, C-Bell. I was watching Ghost and Patrick Swayze is your twin. Oh my God, I wish. Patrick Swayze is a dreamy, dreamy individual, sculpted by the gods themselves. My wife wishes I was Patrick Swayze's twin. I appreciate that, I really do. Unless you think he's hideous, in which case, that's fair. What do you think about the best movie ever, It's a Wonderful Life? I mean, I like it. My wife, Lindsay, loves it. I'm not as, I don't know. I'm not as much of a softie as she is. I've been dead inside, essentially just a hollowed out husk of a person, so that stuff doesn't hit me as hard. Yeah, Blood Rain is really atrocious. I see Will Ferrell without the glasses on. There you go. That's probably more correct. Darkroom Reviews for $1.49 super sticker. Thank you, Darkroom Reviews. I appreciate that. What a nice icon, by the way. That's very polished. Are you reviewing Silent Night, Deadly Night? Is that the new release? I've been so far behind on everything. I'm playing catch up right now. Is that the new movie coming out this week? If it is, probably what I'll see tomorrow night. I did have a screener, or I could go to the theaters to watch the screening of The Housemaid, but I think it's Friday night and we're supposed to get more snow. I'm not sure if I'm going to go out for that, risk my life going to see that movie. I don't think anybody really cares if I review that early. So yeah, I'll probably see Silent Night, Deadly Night this weekend. Adam, do you think we'll ever get a Scooby-Doo 3 with the original cast? I would like that. No, I don't think so. If we're going to, they're going to have to do it within the next couple years because that cast is not getting any younger. Most of them still look fantastic, but I don't see it happening. Adam, did you see Good Boy? Someone jump in and answer that question for me. Nothing hurts my soul more than someone asking if I reviewed a movie that is very much on my channel, reviewed. All it would take is a quick YouTube search, Good Boy Review, Adam Does Movies, or hitting the goddamn notification bell so that all of my videos show up in your feed and you don't miss a single review, like the one I did for Good Boy, and very few people watched. It kills me inside. Long story short, yeah, I reviewed Good Boy. It was mid. It was a mid boy. People were really gargling on the balls of that dog because that movie was nothing spectacular. It was a fine, clever experiment that didn't have enough material for an hour and a half. Ironically, it wasn't even an hour and a half movie, but still. Are you going to see the whole bloody affair? My buddy Derek, thank you for the $5, Scott Boundy, asked me if I would go. It's around 5 hours long with the AMC 30-minute mandatory trailers. He asked if I wanted to go this Saturday, and I said, honestly, friend, I'd like to just hang out with you, go to the mall, do some shopping, hit up MOA, short for Mall of America. I don't think I can sit through 5 hours of movies when I've sat through so many movies. I'm already starting to burn out because of award season and whatnot. And I own those movies. Although it would be cool to see them in the theaters with my kids for the first time, I think I'd rather sit at home and individually watch them as the 2.5 hour movies they are. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I don't know. Plus, he would have to come get me because we only have the one vehicle. My wife and daughter are doing a cookie thing with my mom. They're getting together, a whole baking. It's going to be a fun project for them. They get to bake all day cookies. Like they're in the Gilmore Girls. I'm excited for The Housemaid. I think it looks really good. Maybe it's just the Sabrina Carpenter song they use in all the trailers, but it does look good. What's best, Begonia or Weapons? Very different movies. I would say I enjoyed Weapons more. And this is, again, coming from someone that absolutely hated Barbarian from the same director. He got me with Weapons. I think the ending is very abrupt and a little disappointing just from a closure standpoint, but I've watched it at least one more time since. I still really liked the film. Warts and all. Begonia, I also really, really enjoyed, so you could convince me one way or the other. It's just off the top of my head, I would probably put Weapons just above it. Elijah also says, your snowplower ad was one of the better ads I would definitely watch. Thank you. I really do try when I get an ad to go all in on it. I want it to be fun, creative, look good, and just give it my all, because I feel like, first off, I'm endorsing the product. I want it to be something that's at least enjoyable for people to see. And secondly, I want other future possible marketers, companies to see that ad and go, hey, this guy's willing to put some work in for it and not just do a lifeless read on the camera. Random Stuff I Like says, Adam, you're my favorite movie reviewer. I appreciate that. Random Stuff I Like. I really do. I saw Kill Bill for the first time ever yesterday with the re-release of The Whole Bloody Affair, and it's unironically one of the best things I've seen in 2025. It is an awesome movie, especially part one. I freaking love it. Adam, did you ever watch Whitest Kids You Know? It's The Whitest Kids You Know, I believe. It was a TV series. I did watch it a few times. I think I only saw clips, though, on YouTube years later. I never watched it when it was going on. It was fun. The clips I saw were very funny. Adam, can we have your infinite wisdom on the new season of Stranger Things? People have been asking. I have not watched it yet. I'm just scared because it's like an hour and a half an episode. And what am I supposed to do? What do I do? Episode to episode? It's been out now for weeks. I'm way behind in the curve. At this point, I feel like I need to watch it at my own leisurely pace and come out with one maybe review / recap when Christmas rolls around to, like, you know, get things going. And then I can catch up with the Christmas episodes that they release. Don't you think that's the best plan rather than right now scrambling to put out a review for each episode and a recap. I've heard nothing but good things so far, and I enjoy the other seasons for the most part outside of the last season. The last season was just overblown. I didn't care about half the storylines, and it's just kind of messy for me. Season 1 is such a good show, though. Season 1 of Stranger Things is peak. Just got back from Farkham Hall. Isn't it Farkham Hall? Farkham Hall, either way. Yeah, it's a very funny movie. I hope you liked it. Our Johnny Cuddy for $5. Love the hustle. Keep up the good work. Enjoyed the recent live raw recording. Just sub to your Twitch account. Happy holidays. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Guys, can you notice? I don't know if I have this positioned the best. I could probably... I don't want it in the shot, really, but I'm sure it sounds much better if I talk here. You're losing that quality when it goes way up here. Shit. Now I fucked this whole thing up. It's just House of Cards with this. Have you noticed an... Figure your life out. It's just moving now. Have you noticed the quality tick up in the audio department? My buddy Gil sent me another adapter for the mic. That's Jesus. I got to take a photo or something and put it on my community tab. The arm of the Blue Yeti. I don't have a Blue Yeti mic. I forgot what this mic's called. It's the SM7B. It's the SM7B Shure mic. It's awesome. But I have a Shure mic mounted to a Blue Yeti arm, which has then been mounted to a Mac Trim tripod bottom. I have kind of rigged this thing together because the arm of the Blue Yeti is like one of those... What the fuck? This is all breaking. It's all coming apart right now. I should not have touched it. Easy, girl. Okay. Think we're okay now. Think we're all right. Long story short, the audio, I think, should sound better. Sir Adam, would you ever do Dancing with the Stars? Like cover the show or be on the show? I'm not even like a Z tier celebrity, and that show already has D-listers? What the fuck am I? It's not unusual to be in love with anyone. No one would know. I'd be voted off before I even got onto the stage. Because it's a popularity contest. Farkham Hall. Thank you, yes. Any upcoming videos with Rudy? You guys have such great chemistry and vibes together. I miss your collabs. Is this Rudy? Is this Rudy right now? Pretending to be Summit Phoenix? Rudy and I had a falling out. We got in a huge tiff offline. He said that he preferred Jif over Skippy peanut butter, and I told him to skip his ass out of here. Because Skippy is the one true ring. So we have not talked ever since. It got really ugly. So no, Rudy and I are no longer friends. No, I'm joking. That whole conversation's not real. Nothing happened. I couldn't even make up like a fun fake beef that we could have had. He actually just messaged me. He asked if I would be on his live stream to talk about favorite Christmas movies, and I rejected him because I thought I had this whole Rumble deal figured out, and I was going to be doing Rumble streams all night for the entirety of December, but then that fell through. So I should actually message Rudy if he's not watching right now and say, hey, I can go on your Christmas live with, I think he was going to try to get Cody on there too. So that would be fun. Messaging on both YouTube and Twitch. He is dual wielding. He's like a man at the different computer monitors, spins around. That's sweet. Adam on the Masked Singer doing Neutron Dance. The audience here would know who it was right away and ruin it online. It's Adam from Adam Does Movies. And then everybody's like, who? I'm burning, doing the Neutron Dance. I'm just burning, doing the Neutron Dance. 'Cause it's hard to say, and there's some things never change. 'Cause it's hard to find. Oh, I'm just burning, doing the Neutron Dance. Now I fucked up my color gradient. You know, the stupid iPhone. The stupid iPhone is supposed to hold the color correction. This is white, you dumb phone. I turned the auto color correcting off. Nothing technology-wise is playing with me well today at all. I'm just burning, doing the new. Don't call iPhone stupid. I'm. Okay. I'm sorry. It's not a real person. It doesn't have feelings. Actually, maybe it does with the new AI. It's digitally crying right now. Mask on or off. Completely triggered by my iPhone slander. Apologize. Sorry, iPhone. Siri knows. Oh, God. Think of all the new subs, all the views you'd get. What, if I was on Masked Singer? I would probably lose subscribers. They'd be like, who is this loser? Breaking news from Deadline, 28 years later, 3. Moving forward at Sony, Cillian Murphy in talks and Alex Garland scripting. I think Bone Temple is gonna flop. BT dubs. Is that real? They're really going forward with 28 years later, 3? What? What? Can we not skip months? Can we give months some justice? Justice for months. 28 days, 28 weeks, 28 months. You don't skip to years, dipshits. What kind of substance do you think will be left for Welcome to Derry Season 2, if any? Welcome to Derry Season 1 takes place in the 50s, right? Time period. It's primarily set in the 60s. Did I say the 50s? Primarily set in in 1962, exploring events 27 years before 2017's movie in 1989, with future seasons planned for 1935 and 1908, aligning with the repeating 27-year cycle of Pennywise's activity. It's very strange because we've already had flashbacks to 1908 where we learned a little of Pennywise's origin. We just got that in the last episode. And we did get the whole shot up vehicle from, I would imagine, the 30s with the whole mob stuff probably due to Pennywise. I just don't know if there's enough breadcrumbs in this season to make the 30 season all that interesting to tie back into this. But maybe there is. Maybe the butcher from season 1 of Derry is a prominent character in the flashback. Or maybe the general is. Or maybe there is enough stuff there where they can harken back to this season and tie it all together really well. I don't know. I do like that it's kind of contained, almost like a Fargo series or a True Detective, where Fargo had some spillover actors that had to... Wait, did it? Actually, I take that back. I don't know. Did Fargo have spillover actors who played different roles in other seasons? I know they've done that with other shows like, oh, what was that horror show that's gone on forever? Regardless, you know what I'm saying. What was that horror? What's that horror show that people liked for a little while, and I don't know how it's still going? Where the actors come back. A lot of actors come back in more seasons, but they play different characters. American Horror Story. Thank you, Al Davis. And now they're all, yeah. Black Mirror, I think, does that too, yes. All's fair is flawless. Yeah, it certainly is. The last episode I watched was really hard to get through. I have not seen the finale yet. I have to watch the finale still. Lady Gaga was in that. I couldn't even finish that season. In fact, most seasons of American Horror Story, I start and they're okay, and then by the end I lose interest. I predict Supergirl to make around $350 million worldwide at the box office. That's the full stop final product. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. Female superhero movies don't have the best track record outside of Wonder Woman. I don't know if there's any other female superhero movies that have stood out. Not that there's a lot of them to begin with, which doesn't help. Well, Captain Marvel, the first one, made a ton of money because it was wedged between Infinity War and Endgame. Elektra, not so much. The Supergirl trailer comes out, I believe, tomorrow. Yes, I think that's what James Gunn said. Yeah, Captain Marvel, yes. But then we had Captain Marvel 2, which bombed. I think Supergirl's going to do more than 350, but I got to tell you, the poster where she's wearing a duster and has a Walkman, she's listening to music on it, it's given Star-Lord, and I understand that Supergirl's based on comics and she has that look a little bit in there, but it's just odd to see James Gunn kind of doing that same thing again with the Walkman and the nostalgic music and the duster and the angst. But whatever, well, it could be good. Yeah, here we go. Let's get a reaction video to Supergirl. I said this a while ago, and I have not made good on it, but reaction videos going forward will be on Patreon because YouTube flags the shit out of reaction videos, so they don't make any money, and they flag the channel sometimes, which does not help anything. I would rather just give it to the people. I'd rather do the reaction trailer the correct way instead of having to do all this bullshit where I have to like minimize the trailer really small or hide it or cut out parts of the reaction. So I just want to do a full actual play of the whole trailer while I'm watching and giving you my real-time thoughts. So that'll be those will be Patreon exclusives. The Underworld films are basically female superhero films. I like those and want to see more. Yeah, I don't disagree that they kind of are, and Kate Beckinsale's fantastic. Did they do well though? Are those big earners? I feel like they have pretty small budgets and they do fine. Underworld box office. The first Underworld made The Underworld franchise, spanning 5 movies, grossed $539 million worldwide against a total budget of $207 million. That's 5 movies it took to get a little over $500,000. The original Underworld grossed nearly $96 million against a $22 million budget. That's crazy. Underworld Evolution, $113 million. Rise of the Lycans, $92 million. How did Underworld Awakening $160 million? Are these the budgets? These are the box office worldwide. How the hell did Underworld Awakening do so well? And then Blood Wars only made 81 million. These don't pull in a ton of money, but again, they have very small budgets, so they're definitely making it back. You're streaming simultaneously on YouTube, Adam. I don't know what that means. I'm streaming to different platforms, yes. How StreamYard works is they do set up two different streams on YouTube, one for desktop view and one for mobile. So yeah, it might show up as two different streams. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad, but that's how they do it. Kate Beckinsale 3D in leather. That's why Awakenings made so much. Okay. And it's probably the first, I think she was Gone, the movie before that one, right? Wasn't she missing in action for one of them in the middle there, and then they brought her back? Her husband is the director of those movies, fun fact. It's not being written or directed by James Gunn, and yet everything we've seen from it literally looks and feels like James Gunn. He said it himself, and it's going to be like Guardians. I thought he did end up writing it or directing it. Is that not the case? Supergirl IMDb. Oh, not the TV show. You're right. It's directed by Craig Gillespie. And there was 3 different writers attached, 0 of them being James Gunn. What did this Craig Gillespie direct before? I, Tonya he produced. Lars and the Real Girl he directed. The Finest Hours and Fright Night. I have not seen any of these movies. What else did he do? God, IMDb is the shittiest. I hate the design of their site. I really hate it. Okay, here we go. He directed Dumb Money. That was a good movie. I really like that. He directed Cruella. Ugh, that was mediocre. He did direct I, Tonya. That was solid. I don't remember Fright Night. I don't think I saw that one. So I've seen a couple of his movies, and they're pretty solid. So yeah, he could do a fine job. People are telling me what I've already said out loud because there's a delay. Thoughts on Sophie Turner playing Lara Croft in Tomb Raider? Is that officially happening? She could do fine. I like Sophie Turner. She was great in Game of Thrones. I haven't seen her really in anything else. Oh, lights just go on and off here. I probably have too many. Do we have any electricians in the room? I probably have too many things hooked into one power strip going through one outlet. Would you say that that's the reason for the lighting surges recently? I think she'll be fine. I think Sophie Turner will be fine. She's got a lot of charm, a lot of charisma. She's got the look. Oh, you're right. Oh no, I blocked the last couple X-Men movies from my memory. She was atrocious as Jean/the Phoenix. Although to be fair, everyone in the Dark Phoenix was terrible. Even the really good actors, like Michael Fassbender was terrible in that movie. It was just so rudderless. Terrible writing. There's a new Tomb Raider game coming out too. I think they're announcing something on that as well. Will you review Wake Up Dead Man on Friday? Yeah, that's the new Knives Out trilogy film by Ryan Johnson. I do plan on reviewing that as well. Yeah. I don't know if I'll review it on Friday. You're on YouTube and YouTube Shorts, basically. There's 2 separate chats. Is that okay? I mean, I'm just doing what StreamYard has set up. Is that fine? I think I'm seeing them all, I hope. Someone already asked me this. I plan on seeing Silent Night. Yes. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Oh, good. I've joined a lot of people. I heard the new Knives Out was pretty good, better than the second. Second one was definitely a letdown. I still thought it was fine. It was entertaining, but yeah, it wasn't near as good as the first. Name one good thing she did outside of Game of Thrones. I'm not defending her. I said she was really good in Game of Thrones, and then I said I haven't really seen her in anything else. Let's see. Sophie Turner, IMDb. I probably haven't seen her in anything else. All I'm simply stating is I think she could be good. There's potential because I've seen her, I've seen her work on Game of Thrones, and it was solid. She could very well be awful as well. She was in, let's see, have I seen any of this stuff? No. She hasn't done a lot, to be honest with you. After Game of Thrones, she did that terrible X-Men movie. She did Heavy, Jonas Brothers, What a Man Gotta Do music video. She was in a TV miniseries, several of them. They must all be like UK things because I haven't heard of them. All this stuff looks like it was probably UK based and smaller scale. They're all TV shows and miniseries. And the only thing she has coming up, The Dreadful, Steel, these are in post-production, TV show stuff again. And then it says Untitled Tomb Raider Project filming, and it's under television series. So they're very early on in this stuff still. Who knows if it'll even happen? Was this the one that was at one point attached to the Fleabag director who also did Indiana Jones and the whatever the hell that last shitty thing was called? Or no, she not the director, she was the actress, right? Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Is she a writer too? Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I think she wrote it also. Yeah, she did Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Upcoming. Untitled Tomb Raider Project. There we go. I know things. And people also know things as well. They're saying it before I'm even saying it. Will there be a Pluribus recap video? Here, I'll give you a Pluribus recap video right now. The show is getting less and less interesting by the episode. I'm bitterly watching it still because I love Vince Gilligan. I love his work. It is a pretty looking show. There's moments of intelligence and greatness there. There's nibbles of potential that are instantly undercut in either the same episode or the one to follow. Episode 5 was solid. It was a strong episode. It introduced a new dilemma and a new concept, which is the drinks of these pod people. And then episode 6 pretty much immediately dismisses it and says, hey, it just makes sense. They got to have sustenance. There's only enough food for blah, 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 blah. And so it all kind of like, it's fine. The show itself is just a drag. And I really like the actress, but she's just not interesting to watch for an entire episode by herself. And the characters that they put her with don't gel very well. So I'm not very high on Pluribus. And I don't feel like just shitting on it or doing another video where I'm kind of like half-assedly going, yeah, I mean, it could get better. It could be. This one was okay. It's just not interesting for me to talk about, especially when I'm already covering Dairy and that one's pushing and pulling me in different directions, and I'm talking about All's Fair, which I'm just shitting all over because it's so stupid. But Pluribus is not hitting it out of the park, I'll say that. Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad hooked me very early on, even though Better Call Saul had a much slower approach, more methodical, built the characters up at its own pace. There was still life there, and there was still excitement in each episode. I don't even know what we're doing in Pluribus. There's no challenge that's being overcome episode to episode. It's just Carol, or whatever the fuck her name is, running around like a chicken with her head cut off, occasionally trying to come up with some plan, having it fail, and then she goes back to the drawing board. Literally, she has drawing boards in her house that she, for some reason, is staying in still. I don't know. It's not great. Carol can't carry the show by herself. That's exactly what I'm saying. Better Call Saul was slow, but you knew it was going somewhere. Exactly. Well, folks, we are just a couple minutes away from the hour mark, which is where I like to live. Unless more Super Chats come in. It's been a slow night for Super Chats, and I'm not here to beg like a $2 hooker on the street, but it certainly keeps me around longer. I'm willing to dabble for a few more minutes otherwise. My throat is getting a little sore, and I got to record those All's Fair recaps. I should point out that I had recently, let's see if I have any little pictures for you. So, upcoming video on the channel I'd like to edit and get done, Best Sci-Fi Movies Live. I'm hoping to take my live stream from last night on Rumble exclusively and rework it as a video to put here, so it would be a long form video. It'd be pretty boring to watch because it's just me doing what I'm doing right now. So one to listen to for sure. That's evergreen content, so I don't have to rush to get it out the door. But look for that maybe in the distant future. What else do I got? What else do I got cooking up over here? Hang on. I put out a poll a couple days back on the community tab, or whatever they call it, the post tab on YouTube. And I asked people, I let them pick from 3 movies for me to cover. One of them was the new George Clooney, Adam Sandler Oscar bait film. One of them was some terrible new Netflix Christmas movie. The third was Troll 2. Troll 2 won the popular vote. So I sat and watched that garbage film, and you get a nice little spoiler review / mostly rant on it. So you can check that out. That went up onto the channel. Was that earlier today? God damn, a lot happens in a day now. And yet nothing at the same time. So you can look for that. That's up on the channel. And yeah, I think that's about all I need to pitch. All's Fair reviews, maybe 2 tomorrow, 1 for sure. And that's about all I have, guys. Let's get back to the Han Solo. Oh, we do have one more super chat. I think I highlighted it accidentally. Peacock Sucker Punch for $2. Thank you. Have you revisited Godzilla -1 and Nosferatu yet? Ad. Nosferatu, Nosferi. Bob, I am not rewatching that. My opinion was set fast. Okay, because I like that director. I went in high spirits, and the movie was not good for me. I don't need to rewatch it. I don't want to. I did actually try to rewatch Godzilla Minus Fun with my wife about, I don't know how many months back it was, whenever it released at home. She had no interest after like 20 minutes, and I had no reason to stick around. I stand by everything I said about that film. It wasn't for me. I guess the only thing that I would admit that I did not do a good job of in my review is making it a little bit more clear that just because I had problems with it doesn't mean others won't. I should have showcased maybe a little harder some of the positives of the film, which were the beautiful visuals, the setting, the attempts at emotional weight, and maybe focus less on the gripes I had, which was the kind of corniness, the tone that felt very at odds with itself. On one hand, you have very over-the-top acting and this giant lizard thing destroying stuff, yet all the main characters seem to have no problem surviving. And then on the other hand, balancing with the trauma of World War II and whatnot. I went into the review a little too bro-heavy, in a little less maybe criticky as I should have been. Sometimes I miss the balance, and I will admit that. Sorry, I'm late again today for $49.99. What? Adam Gasm! Amazing. Amazing. Sorry I'm late again today, just kept me around longer, folks. That's how we do it here. This is how we do, yeah, chilling straight back, living like that. This is how we do, to do. This is how we do. First person to name whatever trash song I just sang gets the round of applause from me. Name the song and who sings the song. Dance Monkey. Katy Perry, This Is How We Do. Alex got it. Nice job, Alex. Sprinkler clap. Look at that color changing as I'm doing stuff. It's supposed to stay white balanced. Why is it losing the white balance? Peacock Sucker Punch for $2 more. Favorite fast food burger, alcoholic drink, and porn star. That last one could get me in a world of trouble, and I don't even know a porn star. Favorite fast food burger. Well, you hit a sore spot because I can't really eat them anymore. Because I'm celiac, so I'm gluten-free, which means the bun is out of the question. And without the bun, is it even a burger anymore? I used to love Johnny Rockets. Well, I still do. Johnny Rockets is my favorite burger. I just like to get a bacon cheeseburger there with all the accoutrements, the tomato, the lettuce, the onion, the fries, the ketchup, the Coca-Cola Classic. A Johnny Rockets burger is tough to beat for me. Alcoholic drink. I don't drink alcohol. I couldn't even tell you what most of it tastes like. But from what I've had, when I'll have sips or maybe I'll humor like half a glass from someone, would be a Long Island iced tea. That's my favorite. That was my dad's weapon of choice. When we used to do a memorial golf tournament, they had the Timinator Long Island teas. My dad's name was Tim. Called him the Timinator once in a while. That was good stuff. So that would be what I would choose. Although there was a place I lived in Arizona for 2 years with my wife. We were off on our own little misadventure. And there was a place in Arizona I don't know if it was Scottsdale or Peoria where we lived, but it was called the Elephant Bar, and they had a fruity little drink, a nice fruity little mixture, and it came in a tall little beautiful glass, and that had some alcohol in it, and I remember ordering that a couple times when we would go there, and that was really delightful. So whatever the fruity drink from Elephant Bar, that would probably be my number one pick. As for porn star, or maybe that's pop star. I think that's what he means, pop star. My favorite pop star right now would probably be Olivia Rodrigo. My Spotify wrap-up, she was my number one most listened to female pop artist. I wrote my entire script listening to her 2 albums. I wrote several episodes of pretty much everything on this show that's written, which is pretty much the roasts and the recap videos I do. And I just coded to her all the time. So Olivia Rodrigo was the pop star. And that's what you meant for sure. Let's go Rodrigo heads. You heard it here first. Katy Perry's best songs are Teenage Dream, You Think I'm Pretty Without Any Makeup On, Firework, Wide Awake, I'm Wide Awake, and Roar. Yeah, I would say Teenage Dream for sure. I think she's got a couple other ones you're missing out on that might be better than some of those, but Roar and Firework are way too generic for me, if I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a Swiftie, not sorry. I'm not knocking Taylor, but I think she's kind of got up her own billionaire ass at this point, and her last few albums have not been it. Regardless of what the Swifties say out there, those albums are very mediocre, and I'm being generous. Her last album sucked ass. I'm not afraid of the Swifties. It's not good. It's not good at all, especially if you listen to her previous bangers. If you compare the Queen to what some of the new princesses are doing, like Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, even Tate McRae. Even Tate McRae has some bangers out there, and that chick can't sing at all. But she knows how to autotune like there's no tomorrow, and she puts it on. Swift's just not doing it anymore. We have a powerful $20 shot out of a can in Super Chat from JT's No BS Reviews. Hey Adam, if you were in charge of casting for a modern day remake of the film Misery, who would you cast as Paul Sheldon and Annie Oh no, don't. Why would you make me I don't want a modern remake. I freaking love Misery. And Kathy Bates is just perfect in that film. Mr. Man. Dirty Birdie. Oh, it's so good. If I have to humor this, I don't even know who the hell's a heavyset actress working in Hollywood these days. Melissa McCarthy? I don't want Melissa McCarthy hobbling someone. Unless it's a comedy. Can we do a comedy version of Misery, like a parody? That would be funny. Melissa McCarthy could then play her, and we could have Paul Sheldon, who's someone funny that could be Paul Sheldon? God, who do you pair with Melissa McCarthy that's funny, that's a guy working today? Who's funny anymore? No one's funny anymore. Ty Burrell? Do we get Ty Burrell in the mix from Modern Family? He hasn't been doing shit lately. Larry David? He's a little old maybe for the role, but he would be funny. I want a Melissa McCarthy, Larry David, Misery parody. That would appeal to definitely 2 or 3 people. I can't seriously answer this question because I don't know who could take up the mantle from Kathy Bates. You'd almost have to put an actress in a fat suit. Jason Statham. he just takes the typewriter. He starts disassembling it and stabbing all the keys into her. He's throwing them. Liam Neeson. Ellen DeGeneres in a fat suit. That's good. Whataburger is the best. Only in AI, though, I think. No, we have Whataburger here, I'm pretty sure. I've been to Whataburger. It's not amazing. It's fine. Wait, Whataburger. That's the one that's orange, right? Well, they're all kind of orange and red. Yeah, we had Whataburger in Twin Cities. I remember there was one in the Skyway Mall. It was good. It was fine. Statham was hilarious in Spy with Melissa. He was. Statham's got some acting chops. It's just he tends to go down the action generic route because that's where the cash is, and it's fine. Oh yeah, you could do Melissa McCarthy Jack Black for the Misery parody. That's apparently happening now in my headcanon. Speaking of Statham, for $2, pitch your story for Meg 3. I'm giving away a full script for $2 fucking dollars? Well, okay, I guess. Fresh off the events of the second Meg film, thinking they had finally seen the last of these gigantic sharks, Statham takes a much-needed vacation in the Galapagos Islands. It's there where he finds out that the Meg has grown feet and is now a land megalodon. And this is going to take things up to a much higher degree. He has to team up with the local officials who have built a floating facility for him to oversee and take down the now land megalodon that is combing the coast. But don't worry, regular megalodons are still swimming around the area, so he not only has to fight them off on land, but also once again on sea. The big set piece is going to be when he actually takes a jet ski over the back tail of a megalodon and into the mouth of the one on the land. He then dives out last second, detonates the jet ski, which blows the thing into smithereens. While in the air, he spins around, pulls out his harpoon gun from the first film. It's a callback for some reason, and shoots it directly through the eyeball of the megalodon, which obviously wouldn't kill it, but then he's able to pull his body through into the brain, where he then takes out his trusty knife, and he just cuts that shit to death. And then he gets out the other side of the eye. And then he says, man, I need a vacation from this vacation. Except for he says it like Jason Statham. Man, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying. Oh, that's a good idea. Flip it. Jennifer Lawrence as Annie, since she only plays crazy now, and Jack Black as chubby Paul Sheldon. No. You were so close, Andy, Cinefanatic. You were so close, but you dropped the ball in the final inning, sir. Jennifer Lawrence as Annie, we have to sex swap the guy. The woman stays, the guy goes. This is 2025, sir. We put Anna Kendrick in this one. Jennifer Lawrence, Anna Kendrick vehicle. Okay? She's out. Anna Kendrick is always the bubbly, happy, goody two-shoes. This role's perfect for her. She's going to have to kind of toughen up a little bit by the end, show her stripes. We have a $40 Gemrolds. I don't know what that symbol is, insignia, 40 rupees. What's the most pretentious movie you've ever seen, you've ever watched? And that's for shout out to Abulash Panda 5758. Said that name wrong, I'm sure. What's the most pretentious movie you ever watched? Oh my God. I can't say the name, and I didn't even hate it necessarily, but it was very pretentious. Oh, Cinedoce, New York? I'm not saying that word right. Cinedoce, I don't know how to say it. It has a real meaning, but it's for smart people. It was with Philip Seymour Hoffman, Catherine Keener, some other people. Michelle Williams is in it, Jennifer Jason Leigh. Couldn't even tell you what it's about anymore, but I watched it and I reviewed it because someone recommended it. And it was very up its own ass. And again, I didn't even hate it. Okay, well, I think I'm going to stop it there. I caught up on all the super chats. I'm getting tired, and holy shit, we got a $99.99 super chat! Ugh! I'm just burning, doing the neutron dance. 'Cause it's hard to find. Oh, I'm just burning, doing the neutron dance. Okay, now do Meg 4. Please don't. I admire food. Just from the top rope sends this beautiful super chat, and then he doesn't actually want me to do Meg 4, which is great. I appreciate that. We open in space. Jason Statham has been floating for what feels like an eternity, but it's only been a few hours with his own mind getting lost amongst the stars as he's trying to rebuild the Meg 4, which is actually a massive ship that he can control if he can get back inside. The problem is he's been trapped out there for days. Even though I said it's been a couple hours. He's been repairing for a couple hours. Calm down. The script makes sense. He's been trapped outside for days. Sandra Bullock's also going to be in this because she was in Gravity and the executives liked her in that. So she's back in the suit for this one too. It's kind of a team-up film, and she's going to be the love interest to Statham. They will have zero chemistry throughout the film. Now you're wondering, what does this have to do with the Meg? Well, the land Meg, the water Meg, naturally we have to go to space next. The Meg has taken to the skies. There is a space Meg that's been attracted to Earth for millennia, and it has finally made its way there. The only thing standing between the world and its hunger is Jason Statham and one Sandra Bullock. How are they going to stop this space creature? Well, you're going to have to watch to find out. He has his harpoon gun too. That's reserved for part 10, Meg X. Sunekdoki. Sunadoki is how you pronounce that word. Okay. Favorite movie of the year? Well, you're going to have to watch for my best movies of 2025 video that will come out in a couple weeks. Right now, it's probably Sinners. I'm going to have to look back over the catalog, but that feels right to me. Only a working man can save us. Harpoon. It's a space harpoon, of course. It just floats. He shoots the harpoon. It just floats right above him. Do you think Statham has gotten better at acting since Transporter? No, I think he's actually regressed. I think he's gotten worse because he used to be in like Snatch. He was in some different types of films, and now all he does is these like schlocky action flicks where he just has to like raise the eyebrow a little bit and say a couple, stupid one-liners. I mean, even in the Transporter movies, he was pretty badass, and he had some like style to him. He was cool. Now he just seems tired. Have you seen 1114? That's my favorite movie of all time. Is this some sort of 6-7 thing? I don't know what 1114 is. I've never heard of this. Hilary Swank. H. Swank is in this? Patrick Swayze? What in the fuck? Rachel Leigh Cook? Jason Segel. Colin Hanks. What in the world is this movie? There's a star-studded cast of who's who in this. This had to have been pretty late in Patrick Swayze's life, huh? What year did this come out? 2003. When did Patrick Swayze die? 2009. So 5 years. So 6 years. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Troy the Cream for $2. Oh, now it's just Troy McClure. I thought he used to be Troy the Cream McClure for $2. I bet the thumb for Meg 4 says Megalodont. Exactly. Exactly. Adam, I think your next recap should show that would probably do well is The Pit Season 2. It starts early January, only if I can title the recaps The Shit Season 2. I didn't see The Pit Season 1. Is it a good show, or is it about Brad Pitt? Oh, yeah, I've heard of this. Is this actually a good show? It's another, like, ER thing, right? It's one of those films where like 5 different storylines all lead up to something happening at 11:14 p.m. I like those shows when things are interconnected. The cream vanished. I have no idea why. Maybe it's a clue I'm getting old. There's a freaking great line. Well, there's a million great lines in Arrested Development, where the mom, one of the best characters in the show, is she's gonna pay her husband who's in jail a conjugal, and she talks to Michael, and she's getting sad, and she's like, "I don't want to cry. I can't spare the moisture." Michael looks at her like, "What the fuck?" Oh, it's good stuff. I don't know why I thought about that. I've been burning, doing the neutron dance. Did you see the trailer for the live-action Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2 that dropped today? I did not. I didn't even finish Avatar Season 1. It started out fine, but I really, really hate the live-action trend of redoing something that was essentially perfect the first time around and then just kind of emulating it and hoping to be a shadow of its former self. It's just bizarre watching that kind of stuff, and as okay as season 1 was for a few episodes, I had no reason to continue watching it, especially when the animated show is one of my favorites of all time. I mean, actually, yeah, it is my favorite animated series of all time. I think it's brilliant. And I just do not give a shit about the TV series. And I reviewed, I think, the first 2 episodes that released. I was very kind to it. Probably more kind than I should have been, honestly, but it's kind of tough to be down on things all the time either. I do like enjoying stuff. So, yeah, just shitting on things it can be fun, but it also can be tiring. So I like to weigh the good and the bad. Did you ever watch the Pokemon anime? I did. I really enjoyed the first couple seasons that had Brock. Once Brock left, I was pretty much out. I like how he kind of perved out and hit on everyone in the show. I thought Ash was a fun character, and then I realized he never evolves, ironically, as an individual. They always kind of reset his intelligence level and his ability to, like, comprehend the most basic shit. Like, oh yeah, that's right, water stops fire. Derp-de-derp. In, like, season 9. I didn't watch that far. I only probably made it through the first, like, the first season. Then there was, like, the Orange Island stuff and Pokemon Johto. That was about as far as I got. Pokemon Johto. Brock didn't leave till Generation 5 Black and White series. Okay, well, maybe I stopped before. Maybe that's where I stopped. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I know I saw most of the Brock stuff. Maybe not all of it, but I saw most of it. Adam, you should watch Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Muto. It's an epic 5-minute fight that is peak cinema, but the winner is obvious. Well, I don't know what Yugi. I don't know who that person is. Yugi Muto? Oh, is that from Yu-Gi-Oh? I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't care about that card show, so I don't care to watch that. Ash Ketchum should win. Well, you put. Is it a different it's a different spelling and a different pronunciation, or it's the same pronunciation with a different spelling? Because I know Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't know this other thing you said. Yugi Muto. Is that the same thing? I'm uncultured. Adam, did you watch Captain Planet? He's a hero, gonna bring pollution down to 0. Of course I watched it. Earth, wind, fire, heart? That's an element? Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the show manga. Yugi is the main character. Okay. I just didn't know his last name. I didn't know what Yu-Gi-Oh! What is Yu-Gi-Oh! Then? What's the O in Yugi? If his name isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! If his name is Yugi Mato or whatever you said. I really need to know the answer to this now. Using your infinite wisdom, how do you manage to still look 27? Well, that just depends on who you ask. There's plenty of people that will tell me in the comments on YouTube that I look like I'm like 60 or dead already and have like a million wrinkles and whatnot. So it's just, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I suppose. I don't drink and I work out, and I try to keep moving. That's it. All right, well, I think I'm pretty much out of steam. There was some amazing super chats tonight that came out of the blue, but I appreciate all of them. So I thank you guys very much for the conversation. Short, of course, for conversation. This was a great time. Kind of takes some of the sting away from that Rumble deal that I thought I had that fell through the floor. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, that really killed me, because I was all high on the hog, as the expression goes, and I told my wife, I came to her with tears in my eyes. I said, honey, Connor's surgery that he just had, we're gonna be able to pay it off. We're going to be able to pay it off this month because of this amazing deal I got with Rumble. Those fools over there got me some ad deals that are going to pay for that stupid tooth removal and the wisdom teeth removal that our stupid health insurance and dental for some reason doesn't cover. And yeah, she thought about making sweet love to me for the first night in her life. She didn't, but she thought very hard about it for a second. Probably because in the back of my mind, in her mind, she knew this isn't going to happen. It's not going to happen. And it didn't. But either way, Connor is saved. Connor is saved. Moved to Canada. We're not far from Canada. We're in Minnesota already. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. And at the rate things are going, it probably will be our next move at this point. All right, guys, this was a great time. I will see you again soon. Look for that All's Fair recap coming up shortly tomorrow, and possibly a second one to follow the same day. I'll have a couple movies that I'll see on Thursday if everything goes according to plan. I don't have anything else exciting here, so maybe I'll do another live stream in a day or two. We'll see where the wind takes us. Later, guys. Take care.